There's a moment that changes how you see people. Not because they did something wrong, but because you finally realize something. Not everyone deserves access to you. It wasn't a dramatic realization. No confrontation. No betrayal. Just a quiet knowing that settled in during an ordinary moment. Making tea. Folding laundry. Staring out the window. You realize you were tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. The kind that comes from being too available. Too open. Too willing to let anyone walk into your inner world whenever they wanted. For a long time, you believed being a good person meant always showing up. That love meant access. That friendship meant constant availability. That saying, "I can't right now," meant letting someone down. But something shifted. Maybe it was the person who only reached out when they needed something. Or the one who vanished when things were calm. Maybe it was realizing you knew everything about their life, and they barely knew anything about yours. Or maybe you were just tired of performing. Tired of editing yourself so others felt comfortable. Tired of explaining your choices to people who never really listened. You started noticing patterns. Who drained you? Who restored you? Who respected your time? And who treated it like it was unlimited? And quietly, without explanation, you began closing doors. Not out of anger. Not out of bitterness. But out of preservation. You understood that your energy isn't infinite. That your peace isn't public property. That you're allowed to choose who gets access to you. Some people didn't understand. They called you distant. Cold. Different. And maybe you are different now, because you stopped explaining yourself. Stop defending your decisions. Stop trying to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding you. You learn that access is earned. Through consistency. Through reciprocity. Through respect shown over time. Not everyone who wants closeness deserves it. Not everyone who asks deserves an answer. Not everyone who knocks deserves the door opened. You began protecting things you once gave freely. Your time. Your emotional energy. Your story. And something unexpected happened. You didn't become lonely. You became selective. You didn't close off. You became intentional. The relationships that remained grew deeper. The ones that disappeared revealed what they always were. You stopped feeling guilty for needing space. For replying later. For choosing silence over small talk. For resting without explaining yourself. You realized that rest is not rejection. Distance is not disrespect. And solitude is not abandonment. Some doors you closed gently. Some firmly. Some you left slightly open. But all of them, you closed with clarity. You're not the person who says yes to everything anymore. Not the one who carries everyone's emotions. Not the one who confuses being needed with being loved. Now you understand this. The people who truly value you don't demand constant access. They don't guilt you for having limits. They don't mistake boundaries for coldness. They respect your space because they respect you. And you're okay with being misunderstood now. With outgrowing people. With changing. Because this isn't about building walls. It's about having doors. Doors you control. Doors only the right people can walk through. Your presence is a gift. Your energy is precious. And you're finally treating it that way. Not everyone will understand this version of you, but the right people will. And that's how you know you're free.